Hello friends, welcome to Mahesh Maths classes. We make it easy, you learn it quickly. Quadratic equations part 2. Before watching this video, make sure that you have watched part 1. In this video, we learn about completing the square method. So what is a completing square? Completing the square, suppose you take some quadratic expressions which are perfect squares like x square plus 8x plus 16. It can be written as x plus 4 whole square, and here x square plus 10x plus 25, this can be written as x plus 5 whole square. So when you represent x plus 4 whole square geometrically, what happens? So this is x plus 4, x plus 4. So this is the area of a square whose side is x plus 4. Now I can divide it into 4 parts. So this is x into x, x square. Next, x into 4, 4x. Next, this 4 into x, 4x. And the last part is 4 into 4, 16. So if you observe, this is a complete square. You take the next example, x plus 5 whole square. So this will be the area of a square whose side is x plus 5 units. So again it can be divided into 4 parts, x square, 5x plus 5x plus 25. And if you add them, x square plus 5x plus 5x, 10x plus 25. So this is a complete square. Now, if any one of these 4 parts is missing, then we say that this is not a complete square. So here x square plus 8x plus 16 can be written as x plus 4 whole square. And if you observe here, this 16 can be written as 4 square. And this 4, can I write it as 8 by 2 whole square? And in this example, 4 can be written as 2 square. Can I write as 4 by 2 whole square? And here 25 can be written as 5 square, and this can be written as 10 by 2 whole square. Why I am writing like this? So see this. What is the relationship between the constant term and the coefficient of x? So what is the constant term in this expression? 16. And what is the coefficient of x here? 8. 8 by 2 whole square. So if you observe here and take in this example, so the constant term is 4 and the coefficient of x is also 4. So 4 I am writing it as 4 by 2 whole square. Next, in the third example it is 25. I am writing it as 5 square. So here what is the coefficient of x? 10. So 5 can be written as 10 by 2 whole square. If you observe this constant term is nothing but half of the coefficient of x whole square. So that is the relationship here. The constant term is equal to half of the coefficient of x square. Suppose if you write x square plus 2bx plus b square. So this b is nothing but 2b by 2, half of this coefficient of x. Now completing the squares. So square is given, or you can say which is not a perfect square. An expression which is not a perfect square is given. How to make it a perfect square? So actually that is the concept of completing the square. Now you have x square plus 4x. You can write it as x square plus 2x plus 2x. So you take a square of side x plus 2. Let us say that it is x and 2. So x plus 2, this is x and 2, this is x plus 2. So this part is there, x square. Now 2x, this is also there. Next 2x, so this part is also there. So what is missing? This part. What is this? 2 into 2, that is 2 into 2, that part is missing. So 2 square, that is missing. So you can add and subtract 2 square. Where did this come from? This 2 is nothing but half of this 4. So you can write like this, x plus 2 whole square minus 4 So this 2 square, and now this x square plus 2x plus 2x plus 2 square has become x plus 2 whole square, and whatever we are subtracting 2 square has come here, x plus 2 whole square minus 4. And now if you take this example, x square plus 10x, now which part is missing? 10 by 2. What is 10 by 2? 5. So 5 square is missing. So add 5 square and subtract 5 square. So this can be written as x plus 5 whole square minus 25. So this part is x plus 5 whole square and this is minus 25. Now you can tell easily now, x square minus what is half of 6x? That is 3x minus 3x. What is missing? 3 square is missing, and subtract 3 square. So it can be written as x minus 3 whole square minus 9. Now we can say directly here, what is half of 12x? That is 6. So you can write it as x minus 6 whole square minus 6 square. So just you have to add half of this coefficient of x whole square and subtract the same thing. Then the given expression will become a complete square. Okay, here in this part, x into x, x square is there, b by 2 into x, this is b by 2x, and this is also b by 2 into x, b by 2x, and this part should be b by 2 into b by 2, b by 2 whole square. So now if you observe this, x square plus bx, so now this is x square plus b by 2x plus b by 2x, that is bx, x square plus bx. So what is missing in this? This part b by 2 whole square is missing. Therefore, we have to add b by 2 whole square and subtract, so that the given expression will become a perfect square. So here they have given, see, add b by 2 whole square, the square of half of the coefficient of x. When you do some problems, you will understand it clearly. Now see, for example, complete this square, x square minus 6x. So what is half of 6? That is 3. X square minus 6x, add it, plus 3 square minus subtract it. Now you can write this as x minus 3 whole square minus 9. That's it. Now you know how to solve it. Suppose this is a quadratic expression. So if they give it as an equation, you will equate it to 0 and you can solve for x. Now we'll see some more examples to how to complete the square. Now here x square plus 8x. What we should add to make it a perfect square? So what we should add? This is coefficient of x, 8. What is half of 8? 8 by 2, that is 4. We have to add 4 square. Now what it will become? X square plus 8x plus 4 square. So then it will become x plus 4 whole square. Just I am trying to make this as perfect square. I am not subtracting it here. Okay. So x square minus 12x. So what is half of 12? It is 12 by 2 whole square, that is 6 square. So add x square minus 12x plus 6 square. So you can write it as x minus 6 whole square. And here what is half of 3? That is 3 by 2 whole square we have to add. So that is x square plus 3x plus 3 by 2 whole square. So you can write it as x plus 3 by 2 whole square. And in this, coefficient of x is root 3. So root 3 by 2 whole square. So x square minus root 3x plus root 3 by 2 whole square. So you can write it as x minus root 3 by 2 whole square. So this is how we complete the square. Now let us solve one problem. Minus 8x plus 13 equal to 0. Now consider only this part. Is it a perfect square? No. Let us make it a perfect square. So what is half of 8? That is 4. 8 by 2 whole square. Let us add and subtract 4 square. So what you will get it? X square minus 8x plus 4 square minus 4 square plus 13 equal to 0. So that is x square minus 8x plus 16 minus 16 plus 13 equal to 0. So this part will become x minus 4 whole square minus 3 equal to 0. Minus 16 plus 13 is minus 3. Now x minus 4 whole square is equal to 3. Now x minus 4 is equal to plus or minus root 3. So now x is equal to, x minus 4 is equal to plus root 3, or x minus 4 is equal to minus root 3. So x is equal to 4 plus root 3, or x is equal to 4 minus root 3. So these are the two roots of the quadratic equation, and we did it by completing the square method. Next problem. Here it is a different problem. Whatever examples I did till now, in all those problems, the coefficient of x square was 1. But here it is 3. So the first important condition in this is to get rid of this 3. So make the coefficient of x square as 1. So what we should do? Divide everything. Divide the equation by 3. So what you will have? So here you will have x square minus 5 by 3x plus 2 by 3 is equal to 0. Now what is the coefficient of x? 5 by 3. What is half of that? 5 by 3 by 2. So that is 5 by 6. So let us add and subtract, or add on both sides. Add 5 by 6 on both sides. So that is x square minus 5 by 3x plus 5 by 6 whole square plus 2 by 3, and right side also I am adding 5 by 6 whole square. Now this will become, this part will become x minus 5 by 6 whole square is equal to, what is this 5 by 6 whole square? That is 25 by 36, and transfer this 2 by 2, 3 to the other side. 25 by 36 minus 3. Now this will become x minus 5 by 6 whole square. If you take LCM, it is 36. So 25 minus 3 12s are 36. So 12 2s are 24. So x minus 5 by 6 whole square is equal to 25 minus 24, that is 1 by 36. So x minus 5 by 6 is equal to root 1 by 36. That implies x minus 5 by 6 is equal to plus or minus 1 by 6. So you can take x minus 5 by 6 as plus 1 by 6, or x minus 5 by 6 is equal to minus 1 by 6. So x will become 1 by 6 plus 5 by 6, that is 6 by 6. So that is equal to 1. This is one root. Next, x is equal to minus 1 by 6 plus 5 by 6, that is 4 by 6, that is 2 by 3. This is the second root. Next problem. Find the roots of the equation 5x square minus 6x minus 2 equal to 0 by the method of completing the square. In this problem also, the coefficient of x square is not 1. So let us make it 1 first. So 5x square minus 6x minus 2 equal to 0. So to make it 1, the coefficient of x square is equal to 1. So divide the equation by 5. So what you will get? 5x square by 5, that is x square minus 6 by 5x minus 2 by 5 equal to 0. So here x square. Now what is our next step? We have to add the coefficient of x, half of the coefficient of x whole square on the both sides. So 6 by 5. What is half of 6 by 5? So this is 6 by 5. What is half of it? So it will become 6 by 10. So x square minus 6 by 5x plus 6 by 10 whole square minus 6 by 10 whole square minus 2 by 5 equal to 0. I have added and subtracted here. So what is the reason here? Add and subtract 6 by 10 whole square. Now x square, this will become x minus 6 by 10 whole square, this whole part, 6 by x minus 6 by 10 whole square minus 36 by 100 minus 2 by 5 equal to 0. So x minus 6 by 10 whole square minus LCM is 100 here, and if you simplify you will get it as 36 minus 20 into 2, that is 40, is equal to 0. So x minus 6 by 10 whole square is equal to, this is minus 76 by 100, and if you send it to the other side it will become plus 76 by 100. So x minus 6 by 10 is equal to plus or minus under root 76 by 100. X minus 6 by 10 is equal to 76 can be written as 19 fourths, okay, by 100. Now x minus 6 by 10 is equal to, you can write it as 2 root 19 by square root of 100 is 10, square root of 4 is 2, and root 19 as it is. So x is equal to, and here it is plus or minus 10. So 6 by 10 plus or minus 2 root 19 by 10. So therefore what is x value? Either x is equal to 6 plus 2 root 19 by 10, or x is equal to 6 minus 2 root 19 by 10. And of course here you can take 2 common and you can simplify further. So x is equal to, if you take 2 common it will be 3 plus root 19 by 10. So x is equal to, and you can simplify this, so 3 plus root 19 by 5, or 3 minus root 19 by 5. And thank you for watching.